Okay, tomorrow I start the 100-mile wilderness, which is the last 100 miles of the AT, and it comes out to basically the base of Katahdin, and it's overwhelming, it's scary, I'm anxious about it, I'm excited about it, I've heard it's really beautiful, it's logistically kind of a nightmare, and I'm officially heading into probably my last week of the AT. I really don't have the words. I don't know how to process the journey ending. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to process it. I don't know what to say about it. And I feel like I should have some like really deep, good thoughts to say. But right now, I'm just really overwhelmed because this has been like my biggest dream and goal for over 10 years. And I never, ever, ever considered that I might accomplish it, even during the process, even up to this point where I am 100 miles away from Katahdin, a little over, but anyway. And so I just don't know how to feel or what to say. So that's where we're at right now. I think it's going to take me a long time to be able to form into words what this means to me and how I feel about it and what I learned from it and all of that. But needless to say, I am feeling very, very, very grateful for my family and my friends and the people that supported me to get me here. I would not be here if it wasn't for the people that were helping me. And I'm really excited that I get to go into the final week of my journey with really good friends. And my parents are here supporting, which is just like such an awesome thing. And anyway, I thought it would be cool to show exactly the food that's gonna bring me from here in Monson, Maine to Katahdin. I have laid out right behind me every single calorie I will eat from now until I finish. So I'm gonna show you a vid. Anyway, if you have watched these videos, you're the best. 100-mile wilderness! That's so crazy. It's such a huge thing. Ah! Okay, so here's my food situation. This is all of the food I will be eating between tomorrow and Katahdin. We're planning on a 6-day 100-mile wilderness situation and then a night before we go up Katahdin out of the 100-mile wilderness. So that'll be day 7, and then we are bringing enough food for 8 full days in case it's bad weather on Katahdin, and then we zero at the campsite right before Katahdin. So this is about 8 days worth of food I have here. And there's a lot of bars. There's actually more bars than I need right now, but we are being little lame babies in the 100-mile wilderness, and we're actually getting a food drop 60 miles in. So I'm just going to divide this after I show everybody and then maybe take more or less bars at the food drop point. Anyway, here's what we're working with. I can't stomach oatmeal anymore because I've eaten it so many times, so breakfast is looking a little different. This is cereal. This is actually Frosted Flakes, dried blueberries, and soy milk. That's those two. And then these are pecans and walnuts. And then I have 2 granola and dried blueberry packs. And this is just like a fun thing I found at a store. We'll see how that goes. Freeze-dried food. Okay, this is my lunch pile. Triscuits, pretzels, trail mix, organic peanut butter, and these are nut thins. I really like those. So I'm just gonna eat peanut butter with crackers pretty much every day of the week. This is like my crunchy snack pile as well because you need a good crunchy snack. Okay, here's all my bars. Luna bars are my favorite. This is the best flavor. And then I have a bunch of Cliff bars. Nugos are also my second favorite type of bar. Go macros. This big pile in the middle is Annie's gummies. I am obsessed with gummies right now, and I eat like 2 packs a day. And if I'm having a bad day, it like really brings me up. So that's 10 packs right there, which is it's just what we need to keep the morale up. Here's my dinner. I have pasta primavera, Indian night, minestrone. This is chili, another pasta primavera. This is broccoli, spaghetti. Oh, sorry, I'm not even showing it. Broccoli spaghetti. And this is taco in a bag. That's my most favorite meal ever. So maybe I'll save it for the night before Katahdin or something. I don't know. And then this is the dessert pile. Chocolate also changes the morale game. So I have a lot of chocolate. But anyway. So that's my food for the 100-mile wilderness and Katahdin and possibly one more day. We'll see. I don't know. I'm really nervous. I can like barely breathe. I'm so worried. I know it's going to be fine. I've been preparing for this for 5 months, but it just seems like a really big deal what I'm about to start. So anyway, if you were wondering what every calorie is going to look like for me for the next 8 days, there it is. 100-mile wilderness.
Oh, where's the sign?
Nah.
Don't enter this unless you
Underestimated.
This is wild.
And then they end with good hiking,
100-mile
exclamation
wilderness.
point. They bring you down and then they take you.
Here's the 100-mile wilderness sign. Caution. I'm worried. I'm nervous. Let's do it. Came upon a beautiful lake. Reminds me so much of the canoeing I do in Canada. It looks exactly like that. I'm in my first few miles of the 100-mile wilderness. And I'm just feeling so grateful and reflective and overwhelmed and all the emotions. Just thinking so much about the people that have come before me and what it took to get to this point and what I still have to give to get to the end. And it's just a very reflective period. Anyway. Beautiful. Next river fording. Special fording the river. I'm in the middle of the 100-mile wilderness and somebody's left trail magic. That's so cool. I wonder how they got it here. Wow. Pasta with special. Oh, a little smirk. Okay, by the river and shade. Okay. 100 miles left. Only 100 miles left to Katahdin. I'm about to be in the double digits to Katahdin. I feel like crying. Wow. Wow. Tonight we are cowboy camping. Getting the half of the sunset during this cowboy. It's a sleepover party. Uh-oh. 2,100 miles. And this means that this is the very last time I will see a sign marker like this, because the AT is just under 2,200. So I've made it to my very last mileage marker, and that is a really crazy, surreal feeling. I know I keep saying stuff like that, but I can't even process what's going on. Okay, here's the trail today. It's really tough today, and we're thinking about doing 19 miles, so. This is a big old plane crash. Kind of scary because it's upside down, but we did learn the people survived. I'm out of breath because I'm going straight uphill, but cool to see that. Hello from Third Chairback Mountain and day 170. We are out on day 2 of the 100-mile wilderness, and today is a tough one. The first 50 miles of the 100-mile wilderness are pretty hard. Look how pretty this view is. Well, and then apparently the last 50 are really easy. So anyway, today I don't know how far we're hiking. In our original plan we were only going to hike 10 miles, but we got reports that tomorrow is going to be horrendous weather, and we were gonna hike like almost 18 miles tomorrow. So it would be better to hike more today. It's a lovely day today, if not a little hot. Anyway, it would be better to hike the more amount of miles today and less tomorrow, but there's only 2 shelters today, one 10 miles away and one 19 miles away. So we might be going 19 miles. We'll see. We're all gonna meet up at the shelter in 10 miles, and I'm just about 8 miles into the day so far. Yesterday we cowboy camped all together and it was lovely. It was stunning. We woke up and all of our stuff was like soaked because a cloud came in, but it was like such a beautiful night with all my friends. And yeah, day 2 of the wilderness. I am already feeling pretty anxious about everything going on, about ending this trail and everything, but the 100-mile wilderness is really beautiful so far. I already smell bad. And I'm just feeling really grateful to have a good group with me. And I think that's all I have to say about day 2 of the 100-mile wilderness. I think I might go for a swim today in some waterfall stream situation coming up, because it is really hot today and it was really hot yesterday, and so we already smell really bad and are really sweaty. Anyway, happy day 170 and day 2 of the 100-mile wilderness. Got a beautiful view from Chairback Mountain today. Here's the trail, kind of reminiscent of Pennsylvania. Nowhere great to step. This is just wild. This is a crazy signpost. This is the first time we've seen Katahdin on a signpost in like 1,000 miles, and it's so low. Gosh, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming how close we are. Wow. Hi, good morning from day 171, day 3 of the 100-mile wilderness. It's been pouring all morning. It's supposed to pour all day, and big thunderstorms, and it's making it very hard to enjoy our last few days of the trail. When the weather's like this, and yesterday we did 19.5 miles that were really hard, and none of us were having a good time. And I am feeling kind of guilty that I'm spending my last week on the trail like not having a good time. So we're doing a short day today, either 7 or 10 miles depending. There's a shelter in 7 and a shelter in 10, so we're gonna make a decision. I think I'll probably go 10 just so that my day tomorrow is shorter. Hopefully we'll all hang out with each other and have a good time, because last night I didn't get into the shelter until like 7:15 p.m. And the sun sets around then now, so it was fully dark. And making my dinner and eating it in the dark and doing all that stuff was really not an enjoyable thing. So anyway, today we're going over our last peaks until Katahdin, and then it'll be like kind of flat until Katahdin. And usually the last peak today is the first really awesome view of Katahdin that Nobos get, but I have a terrible weather day, so I probably won't get it. Anyway, I'll see her eventually, if not the day I literally go up it. So yeah, the trail's a river. Here's a little look at it. The AT never ceases to test you, even in your last week. Happy day 3 of the wilderness and 171. The rain has paused for a few seconds, and I'm going through this forest, which is very reminiscent of the Smoky Mountains, and just bringing me back to those beginning days and how I felt then versus how I feel now. And I'm just lucky. I'm grateful and I'm lucky, and closing in on the end here. The clouds cleared just a little in the distance. You get a partial view up here on Whitecap Mountain. This is the last peak I go over until Katahdin. It's pretty flat down for the rest of the time. So that's insane. This side that the clouds have not cleared at all on is where you could see Katahdin. But I was not that lucky today. But apparently there's some more great views coming up of her, so I don't get to see her today, but probably soon. This shelter has a beautiful swimming hole right in front of it. You could just swim your day away. And awesome waterfalls. Might be one of the coolest shelters I've seen for that reason. Wish I could stay, but we're doing a bigger day today. Hello! Today is day 172, day 4 of the 100-mile wilderness, and it is my favorite day I've had of hiking in a long, long time. It is just the most beautiful day, perfect temperature, blue skies, and the trail has like flattened out into this beautiful, straight, easy walking path that we haven't seen, I don't even, for so long. And it just feels really good to be out here today. And I'm feeling very grateful for it because yesterday and the day before were really tough days. And this morning we woke up and it was freezing. And we had a really intense river crossing this morning that was actually pretty scary. And it made me feel like I should maybe never hike the PCT because the water was really rushing and it was almost waist deep and the river was dark so you couldn't see your footholds and it was kind of scary. So the morning was a little hard, but things have brightened up. And today is exciting because I'm gonna see my parents in the 100-mile wilderness. They are generous and kind enough that they are driving to like one of the only accessible roads in the 100-mile wilderness and doing a food drop for us. So we only had to carry 4 days worth of food instead of like 6 or 7. So I'm feeling very grateful for that. And I put some Gatorades in their car and stuff before they left. So we're gonna get a little treat in the middle of the day, in the middle of the 100-mile wilderness. And we passed the halfway point of the 100-mile wilderness today. So anyway, things are going really well. And when things are perfect like this out here, it makes you never want the journey to end. So anyway, I have done about 10 miles today. The road crossing where my parents are going to is 12 miles into the day. We are doing 16 miles total to what many people think is the best campsite on the AT. It's called Antlers Campsite. Apparently it's right on a lake and a beautiful pine forest and all good stuff. So today is just an awesome day. Feeling good and grateful and happy and all the good things. And I'm kind of booking it right now because I was supposed to meet my parents at 1:30 and it's 1:04 and I have a mile and a half to go. So that's the situation. Anyway, things are going well. And yeah, happy day. Oh.
I know, this is so cute.
Best time.
I don't know, you guys gotta get in there. We'll take it with you guys.
Antlers Campsite.
You start a fire.
Lighting a fire with potato chips. That is so funny. This sign's really exciting to me because last year I paddled the west branch of the Penobscot to Abol Bridge. Obviously not all the way because you can't in a canoe go all the way because the rapids get humongous and crazy and they whitewater raft on them. But I'm gonna see a river that I was on last year that inspired me to actually go for the trail this year instead of holding off on my dream for longer. I was just like, I could see Katahdin. I was like, if you don't do it now, you never will. She's calling your name. So, just cool and exciting.
What the fuck?
Oh! I'm actually crying. Like, not us spending 6 months walking towards that. I feel like I'm like a starving man coming out of an oasis, like, and that's the water source.
There it is. I cannot even believe it. That is absolutely out of this world. It's right there.
It's Katahdin.
It's just up there.
We're all crying.
It's right there.
It's the first time we've seen her.
Oh my god. And yet the AT is making us come so many more miles.
We still have like 45 minutes.
But look at it! Everything we've worked for, and she's standing right there in front of us. Alright. Trail magic, 100-mile wilderness. And special. Lunch by the lake.
I came out here with a fresh pack of white.
This is so beautiful. I love Maine. I wish it was just a little warmer to go swimming in these lakes, but the hike is just overlooking this lake. Hello, today is day 173 and day 5 of the 100-mile wilderness. Day 5. That means tomorrow is our last day in the 100-mile wilderness. I don't know what to say. I feel like I repeat the same thing every time I talk about it, just because I can't comprehend what's going on, but we got our first view of Katahdin today, and I broke down in tears and just couldn't help but think about all the days that I woke up and would have rather done anything but hiked that day. And we got out anyway, and we kept going, and everything led to like this point, and it's just really surreal to be here. And look at this beautiful lake. Wow. Maine is so nice. We're walking by so many lakes. Just wish it was a little bit warmer because I'd swim in them all if it was. I did go swimming yesterday in the lake right by our campsite, but we are hiking 21.5 miles today, which is pretty crazy. Because that's a huge day, and none of us have hiked over 20 miles since like Vermont. My last time doing a 20-mile or more day was into Hanover, New Hampshire, which is like the last day in Vermont, and you end in at the border of New Hampshire, which is Hanover. Anyway, so it's a big day. I am about 11 miles into it, so I still have a lot to go, and we're about to do a pretty big climb. And I'm not looking forward to it. By pretty big, I don't mean big at all. It's only 900 feet, but it feels pretty big because the 100-mile wilderness has been flat for a while now. So it's going to be big relative to what I've been doing. Anyway, it's a gorgeous day today. It's a lot of feelings going on. And I'm just grateful to be with a good group of people, and knowing my parents are here for the end, and having this awesome weather for the last few days. Anyway, onwards to the oasis, to the end. There Mama Kay is again in all her glory, looking fabulous today. The weather today is perfect to be a great day to summit. And unfortunately right now the weather reports are showing that on the day we're aiming for, there might be some rain, but we're all just gonna hope that it clears up miraculously. It's a beautiful waterfall. Looks like a slip and slide. This is so crazy. Katahdin, Baxter Peak, only at 21 miles. I could do that in a day. Yesterday we did 21 miles. I don't even have too many emotions to know how to feel about that. Got Jeff and Katahdin.
I love her.
It's Miss Beautiful Mama K right there.
Someone said
I've reached the northern terminus of the 100-mile wilderness, which I can't even believe I'm saying. Came from Monson, made it here, which officially means we are just so close. I'm sorry for not saying anything of importance in these videos, but it's just so hard to comprehend. Hi, today is day 174, day 6 of the 100-mile wilderness, and the last day of the 100-mile wilderness. We are finishing today. We're hiking 15 miles to Abol Bridge, which is outside the 100-mile wilderness and right before the entrance to Baxter State Park. And I have no words. I'm feeling really emotional. I cried last night with my friends over everything that's happening. It's just like so surreal to know that the blood and the sweat and the tears and all the days I couldn't get up in the morning and did it anyway, and everything we've been through has led up to this, and I'm still out here and I'm still pushing, and I might very well soon be able to call myself a thru hiker, and I might very well soon have accomplished the biggest life dream and goal I've ever had for myself. So it's just it's an insane feeling, literally insane. I don't know how to describe it. Just chipping away at a goal for almost 6 months and then meeting it. Like, I didn't even let myself consider finishing this trail early on. I don't know. I'll try to be more eloquent at a later date, but anyway. We're going to Abol Bridge, we're gonna get warm food and we're gonna camp there, and then you can summit from Abol Bridge, but it's a 20-mile day, so we're gonna not do that, and we're just gonna do 2 10-mile days. So not summiting tomorrow, but hopefully the next day. We'll see. Katahdin from Abol Bridge and the Penobscot River, which I've paddled.
Don't ask for my consent. I'm fully in my underwear.